Hey, yo, top of the morning. So, Reverend Maurice here of West Coast Rise Ministries, and I have a concern regarding the Asian community right now. As you know, we've been seeing a lot of news, a lot of incidences, a lot of stories about attacks on Asian communities. And I've been watching the news and keeping my eyes and ears to the streets. And a friend of mine even brought this up to me before it became public awareness that the Asian community was being targeted. And first and foremost, my heart goes out to the Asian community. Um, I put a post on last night about stopping Asian hate. And I went on YouTube, and there was this media group. It was on there with Logic and some other brothers from New York. And I'm on the West Coast, so I had to tap in and listen to the video. So I made a suggestion, on there because, they were going back and, complaining or whatnot and shedding light on the Asian community and the businesses in the Asian community and, how they don't support the black community. And, as far as like the nail salons, they don't go to black restaurants, that are staples and pillars of the community, So that was one concern. In other words, to kind of justify or condone the violence. I didn't hear anything that was touched upon when it comes to the violence. I didn't hear them knocking it or shunning it and saying it was wrong, because it is wrong. We shouldn't cause violence upon anybody and hurt anyone. And I've had some, in my rough days and my thugging days, I've done some things towards Asian community members, and not because I was racist or not because I wanted to, I didn't like Asian people. It was just that, Asian people, they're known to have a lot of money. They're known to keep money in their houses, in their safe. They don't use banks. So, I've known, homies, brothers, associates, acquaintances that have, broken into my Asian neighbor houses, And like I said, I've personally done some things towards, the Asian community that I'm not too proud of myself in my, gangbanging, thugging days, when I didn't know any better. I did a lot of stupid things, and for that, I apologize. And, especially now that I see that how serious it is, towards how the Asian community feels about it. I'm glad to hear, and glad to see the Asian community stepping up to the forefront and letting their voices be heard. All our voices need to be heard. The blacks, we have been speaking up for years. The Latinos, they kind of speak up. And now it's time for the Asians to speak up, and stand up for their rights and let their voices and impression be felt. So I respect and I love and I support that. And I don't believe in Asian hate. And when it comes to Asian, I told them I have an Asian best friend that I grew up with. And we need to bridge the gap between the Asian, Black, and Latino communities. And they went in on me. They got upset with me and started disrespecting me and throwing out rude, little comments about how I feel. It's my feelings. It's my opinion. On how I feel about what's going on. So you can't knock another man or another woman or the next person about how they feel about a situation. We can all agree to disagree. You don't know more than what I know just because you read some books on freedmen's and, and on the black man's plight and past civil rights leaders. That's history. This is the present. This is the future right now that we living in. So those tactics that our ancestors used to fight in the past are not the same as they are today. It's a new day. It's 2021. And we have a melting pot. The world is more diverse. There's more people here of all races. So it's the time that we all come together in unity and we speak on each other's behalf. We support each other's causes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about my cause, the black cause, white cause, yellow cause, brown cause. It's about all of our causes collectively coming together in unity, in love, like Jesus would say. You know, we all love one another, love thy neighbor. You know, love your Asian neighbors. There's no excuse for the Asian hate. And like I said, I grew up, my best friend is Asian. He's a very talented artist. He's my producer, my engineer. His name is L Bun, also known as Player Asian. And that's my homie, and he got a lot of love out here on the West Coast. And one thing that was shed light on in that video is that they were saying that Asian people, they steal our culture. You know, they steal our, you know, they want to do hip hop. They want to, you know, live like a nigga, but they don't want to be a nigga. You know, so I didn't like that. That's ignorance to me. So if you out there supporting, you know, brothers and sisters that have influence and they telling you that, you know, it's okay, you know, that what's happening to the Asian community is karma and, you know, they had that coming, that's wrong. That's false. That's false teaching and that's false leadership. That's false hope. And that ain't the way that we supposed to be living as black people. We love one another. So we're a loving people. We're not hard-hearted. We're not hard individuals, hard-headed, hard-hearted individuals where we can't love and feel compassion and empathy for the next race or culture. So in conclusion, I say respect the culture. Bridging the cultural gap is respecting everybody's cultures, respecting the boundaries, respecting traditions, and respecting on an individual level, okay? That's what bridging the cultural gap is between community, faith, and social justice, because we gotta have faith first and foremost. Because without faith, we can't do none of this. We can't believe and achieve, you know what I'm saying? We can't believe that things will get better. It takes faith, believing in something that we can't see. And we can't see the change, but we can be a part of it. We can't see the unity, but we can be a part of it. You know, and even though we may not feel the love sometimes, we can still give that love, and we can still be a part of the greater love, you know, that's been instilled in us. We was born to love, okay? Not hate, not to be racist or prejudiced or none of that. So with that being said, I love you. This is Maurice Petty, also known as Black Jesus 2.0, the rapper from the West Coast, West Coast Rise Ministries. Shout out to all my brothers from the East to the West Coast to the South. And everybody that has an opinion about this, please feel free to leave me a comment. You know what I mean? Respectfully. I don't want to hear no negativity. So be respectful, leave me a comment, express your concerns and opinions, and we'll take it from there. All right? I love y'all. Have a blessed Wednesday. And keep following your dreams. Keep love and hope alive. Okay? Because that's what we was born to do, was to love. Love, love, love. Love. And more love. That's what we need today. Right here, right now. I'm out. Peace.